evening. We are following breaking news in Niagara County where two people were killed tonight in a crash. Another person was hospitalized. This is a live look at the scene right now. Niagara County Sheriff Jim Vautour tells us a truck and car collided at the intersection of Quaker and Ridge Roads at about 7:30. According to the sheriff, there's a two-way stop sign and an out-of-state car did not yield to that stop sign but drove through the intersection and was T-boned by a truck. The sheriff says the pickup truck had the right of way. The driver of the car and the backseat passenger were both killed. The front seat passenger of the car was taken to ECMC. The truck driver was not injured. As you can see, there is still a large presence of first responders at the scene right now. Quaker Road and Ridge Road are both closed near the scene as officials continue to investigate this crash. Again, two people were killed this evening and one person was hospitalized. Just about 5 hours earlier, Niagara County Sheriff's deputies were on the scene of another crash on Ridge Road. A 4-year-old girl was hit by a car between Ewings Road and Ridge Leah Drive. That happened around 12:30 this afternoon. The little girl was flown to Women and Children's Hospital by Mercy Flight and is in critical condition. The sheriff's office tells us a 79-year-old Newfane woman was driving the car. We don't know yet if charges have been filed in this case. We have an update on a story we first brought you on News 4 at 6 last night. Buffalo police tell us a 46-year-old man is in critical condition after a hit and run. It happened around 12:30 on the 2500 block of Main Street yesterday. Police tell us a woman backed out of a parking spot and hit the man standing behind her vehicle. Police say they are still looking for the driver. This was the 5th hit and run in the city since May. We are still under a lakeshore flood warning tonight. This is a live look from our tower cam over downtown Buffalo, where there were heavy downpours earlier, but looking outside right now, it's pretty calm. Andrew Baglini is here with more on what we can expect to start your work week. Andrew?
Yeah, we're going to keep some showers and even a few thunderstorms in place for tomorrow, Callan. It's not going to be quite the same intensity that we saw today. If you've been with us the past couple of days, we've been talking about spotty but intense storms, and that's what we saw move through this afternoon. They weren't everywhere, but the places they were certainly left an impact. We had damaging wind gusts and flash flooding earlier today, and thankfully things are quieting down tonight. But towards Wyoming County, we actually had a funnel cloud, and it looks an awful lot like a tornado. We'll have to see if it actually touched ground. The National Weather Service calling this a funnel cloud for now, but calls to the area from the National Weather Service reported no damage in the area, and there was no tornado warning, but a pretty ominous looking sight, though, from Perry looking west. This photo from Police Chief Michael Grover in the area. Well, satellite and radar has quieted down since earlier this afternoon. We still have a few spotty showers around the Niagara frontier tonight. You see still some rain back in Ontario, so that'll be arriving overnight. One spot where we are seeing a downpour right now is southeastern Allegheny County. A thunderstorm moving on in with some pretty heavy rain, but the heaviest of the rain staying south in Pennsylvania. Flash flood warning earlier in Genesee County was canceled earlier, but we did see some flooding in that area. Lakeshore flood warning for Orleans County continues through tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And that really was unrelated to the weather we had today. The very high Lake Ontario levels coupled with a northeast breeze and a little bit of higher waves, so we could still see some lakeshore flooding overnight. Looking ahead to tomorrow, just a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms really in the southern half of our viewing area as the disturbance continues to move through. Here's how it looks in the hour-by-hour forecast. Just some spotty isolated showers and maybe a couple downpours overnight and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder as well. As we wake up tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy, and we'll see some off and on scattered showers and thunderstorms during the day, but activity starts to wind down later on tomorrow night, and then we'll actually get into some very nice weather the next couple of days. Evening storms winding down, mostly cloudy with some overnight showers coming up in your full 4-1 forecast. We'll talk about when we'll see the sunshine return to enjoy.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Homeowners and business owners will be cleaning up from Thursday's tornadoes for some time. And storms like this give scammers an opportunity to try to take advantage of you. The Better Business Bureau says after serious storms, people will often drive around neighborhoods, stop at homes, and offer phony services. If someone approaches your home, there are a few things you should do. Always ask to see their business card. If they don't have one, chances are they're not legit. You should check online for reviews, and the BBB says one of the most important things to do is check their vehicle.
Does it have out-of-state license plates? Does it have a business name on it? You know, those are other signs that it could be a scam. If it's an out-of-state contractor, or it doesn't have any name on the vehicle, or again, if they're reluctant to give you their information at your door for you to do that research, that's always a red flag.
The BBB also says you should never give cash up front. You should also make sure that everything about the services are written down on paper. The BBB does have a scam tracker, so you can check to see if a business is real. We've posted a link to that scam tracker on the Founded on Force section of WYVB.com.
Currently, with the situation in Buffalo, we need to do something.
A Buffalo Common Council member wants to put a stop to hit and runs in the city. University District Councilman Rashid Wyatt proposes red light cameras be installed. They would take pictures of people's license plates and the driver to help police and encourage safe driving. News 4's Rachel Monjovi joins us in the studio with details. Rachel?
Well, Callan, a lot of citizens are turning to their city leaders to do something. The increase in hit and runs is frightening. Councilman Wyatt is trying to get ahead of the issue and thinks red light cameras could be the answer to preventing more tragedies.
Residents have been urging us to do something because our streets aren't really safe for pedestrians.
City leaders are at wits' end about the spike in hit and runs. Since May, there have been 5 in the city of Buffalo. University District Councilman Rashid Wyatt is proposing red light cameras as a solution.
We need something to help curb our motorists' behaviors to save lives because we don't have enough police officers, traffic officers to be at every corner.
Red light cameras would run continually. They'll record license plate numbers, driver images, and calculate speed. If you go through a red light, you'll get a ticket in the mail.
It was something that we have been looking at for a while. The hit and runs, I think, escalated even more.
Cities across the state already use red light cameras. Rochester had them for a number of years, but recently got rid of them after public outcry and high-cost citations. Here at home, people have mixed reactions.
Everybody keep bumping somebody and then keep going. The cameras make them have to stop and report it to the insurance company.
My problem with them is that they actually cause, in my opinion, more traffic collisions.
Some criticize the cameras for being a money-grabbing tool since it will generate revenue for the city. But Wyatt says that's not the case.
It's absolutely not. It's about public safety, clearly.
Now, getting these cameras will not cost taxpayers. A company will install them for free. However, that company will get a percentage of the ticket fines, just like the city will. To get more information about red light cameras, there will be a public hearing on Thursday in the council chambers at 11 a.m. Reporting live, Rachel Monjovi, News 4 at 10.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Still ahead on News 4 at 10, putting families first. New York State is gearing up to launch its paid family leave program when you could start seeing money come out of your paycheck, and why one mother says it is so important. New York State will start taking money out of your paycheck this month for its new paid family leave program. Then in January, you can start taking the paid time off. Becomes the 4th state in the country to have a paid family leave program. Employees of private companies will be able to take time off for maternity or paternity leave, to care for a sick family member, or when a military family member is deployed. All private companies are required to take part, but the program is paid for by deductions from employees' paychecks. We spoke to a mother who went back to work less than a week after her son was born 2 months prematurely.
Just because you go through a hard time doesn't mean your bills are going to stop. I just know that this could help somebody in a way that I wish it could have helped me.
But some critics say the program should have been rolled out more slowly. In a special report tomorrow on News 4 at 6, I'll break down how paid family leave will work, and I sit down with lawmakers on both sides of the aisle about whether the program is sustainable. Still ahead, after storms and rain today, sun is on the way later in the work week. Andrew has the good news. Plus, hundreds head to Canal Fest in North Tonawanda, but there's one woman who really stands out. Hear from the festival's biggest fan.